Hey, folks, thanks for joining me. I think this would be a really interesting FAQ best practice that we have today on video. A question has come up probably almost every week, minimally multiple times a month. We get this because we get a lot of our customers that are really not only satisfying their business development and market growth needs with Stikkum and how they retain their customers or even expand their marketplace that they're trying to capture. But they're also, with that being said, looking at different ways that maybe they can utilize Stikkum to not just gain new customers, but gain new referral partners. So if you are in the lending space, the mortgage space, the home financing ecosystem, you know how important it is to work together. And a giant resource to that, to be that trusted advisor, is to really cultivate an ecosystem of trusted referral partners. I think if you are in the lender space, that most definitely probably have your eyes on the real estate partner. That makes a lot of sense. But I've seen a lot of our customers now further expanding that and saying, you know what, the same customer that I'm going for is the same for other shapes of folks that are in the industry as well, too, servicing those same folks beyond the real estate partner there, right? There could be other facets that happen to be more on the financial services side, insurance side, financial planner side, CPAs. Those are all the same folks that are working with your same prospects that, man, if you band it together, just like you're trying and working successfully and getting together real estate partners, that you will have a really nice ecosystem collectively feeding each other great leads, great opportunities to further satisfy the same mutual type of targets and contacts, customers, and prospects. And actually, there's been a few of our services over the last year or so that have been designed not just to serve our current customers' need, but specifically put in place, requested by our customers to answer this question. Are there services that Stikkum has in place today that I can use to attract, to retain, to recruit new referral partners that separates me from everybody else that's trying to gain their business, gain their referrals, gain leads from them, because we all start looking alike. If there's something that I can have that I can offer the relationship that I can have that gives me a differentiator, that would really make a difference. So you want to pay attention today. That's what we've got today. And I'm going to take you through a few of those services now. So how can Stikkum help me recruit referral partners? So I'm going to take this from the stack of lending and the mortgage ecosystem of folks right there. So let's talk through this. And let's start with maybe the most obvious. Is there a way that we can actually recruit more real estate partners? Or how do I just start recruiting real estate partners? How do I differentiate amongst everybody else calling them, knocking on their door, please work with me, send me leads. I'm a very attentive person, blah, 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 blah. It all sounds the same. Is there something tangible that I can bring to the table, right? So ask yourself, what do anybody want? What do they want? Do they really want a cup of coffee from you? Do they really want some stuff to be, hanging out of my open house? Or what do they really want? They want exactly what you do. They want to know who's looking to buy or sell a house, period. If you can help them find that, and if you can help them identify those prospects of theirs, they will love you for it. If you have a way systematically to do that, man, oh man, they're going to really come back to you, not just one time, but over and over again, because you can be a consistent source for that. Can you help them really refine and position their marketing efforts, dollars and cents, to targeted people? Yes, you can, right? So we build solutions directly for this. We build our solutions, our web behavior, specifically our home buyer and home shopper web behavior type of tools that we have in place. So Stikkum absolutely is built to do that. It monitors the website and web browsing behaviors of your customers. This specific alert will monitor their home shopping activity. So imagine if I'm online and I'm a contact that's being monitored out there, you're now going to be able to watch and see and be notified when I start landing on sites like Zillow, when I start spending time browsing houses on Redfin, on Realtor.com, and everything else. If I may be checking out different home type of things. If I'm going to Google and I'm putting in there and saying, what are the houses for sales? What's the average house being sold in this area? That would be indicators that either I'm looking to buy or I'm taking a sense of the landscape of the market today, and maybe I might want to sell this house that I'm living in today. Think about the power of that information that now, with this particular alert, you have in your hands. That now you can see who's in the market. This is way before this customer actually fills out a form, which, by the way, your real estate partners are paying hundreds of dollars for. This is way before that even happens. This customer and contact of yours are going to be ones that are now actually going to be landing and visiting these sites, doing their own research on those sites. You'll be able to capture that activity at that point, and therefore now have that contact and have that type of referrals back to the real estate agent and say, guess what? This contact right here is moving out right there. They could be in the market. It's time for you to get engaged. It's time for you to be marketing to them. It's time for you now to approach these folks so that you can intercept that activity before other real estate agents get involved. Think about the edge that real estate partner would have if they work with you, since you have this tool in your back pocket. Next group of this is also powerful, but maybe people are not looking at this. But think about the folks that are in insurance, financial advisors, family planners, CPAs. They're all working with the same folks that you are doing, same home owners, right? That you are doing right there. They're all supporting that same clientele, just in a different way, right? What do they want? Wow, how do they need to grow their business? To think about how they work there. They look at a person like maybe customer like Jeff. He's not just a one transaction person. These folks are built with continuous relationship, multiple transactions through a person's lifetime. So what does a person like an insurance person want? They want to know when the life events or different life events happen, because those now represent the different transactions that they've been waiting for on that very same customer. Financial planners, financial advisors, what are they waiting? They're waiting for Jeff's lives to take different turns to the left, different turns to the right. They're waiting for Jeff's life to grow, expand from a single Jeff to a married Jeff to a family of Jeff, because at every one of those stages or stages to come, they have services to sell. They have products to sell. They are looking for these triggers that allows them to now know right now, engage this particular customer at this time because they are ripe for your services. Man, if they can find that information, if someone can provide that information, what gold would that be? With our solutions at Stikkum, we have that, and we built actually these specific monitoring services for this purpose. We have life event monitoring services so that you, on any database, remember that any database that you monitor, which could be either your own customers or could be even prospects, it could be a list of anybody that you choose to monitor, you'll know if a person is getting a divorce. You will know when a person is getting engaged, now a single person turning into a married couple. You'll know if they're actually expecting a baby or having a baby, growing not just a couple of them, but to a family and maybe even a larger family. So think about that, knowing exactly when that happens or is about to happen and what kind of gold that could be to an insurance person. I gave Jeff insurance, maybe his home and auto, but all of a sudden he's got a family, he's getting married. I need to know that because I want to sell them life insurance now. Think about financial advisors. They find out someone is having a baby. They maybe had a customer as a client that maybe just had the beginning, but now guess what they can sell them? 529 educational investment plans, right? More financial advice regarding the retirement plans, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are the triggers that these folks that work with your current customers and your current prospects are looking for. These are the triggers that they need that signals time to sell more product. Imagine if you had this in your back pocket to offer a referral customer that maybe is looking at two or three different potential other referral partners that doing the traditional stuff. Instead, you'll come to this and I have a way to monitor customers and contacts that will signal me, or maybe in this case, us, when it's time for you to engage and have the opportunity to sell more product, to sell more services. As you can see, we monitor for all of this in the database right here. The great thing and what a lot of our customers are doing is, you know what, Jeff? So wait a minute. So if my financial advisor, Susan, I can go to her and say, hey, Susan, let's work together. If you have contacts and everything else in a database, and if you're looking for this, guess what I can do? I can know when these life events happen, and I can actually monitor your database, and then we can co-market to them. That database right there, I can tell you when somebody's getting engaged. I can tell you when somebody's getting a divorce. I can tell you the different triggers you're looking for that tells you that you have an opportunity to sell product. What if you had a partner that was a referral partner that you wanted to have a real estate? So they're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, or spending thousands of dollars on marketing blindly, hundreds of dollars on Zillow form fills. What if you could tell them you know the folks, and you tell when the folks are shopping, when they're actually looking to potentially sell or buy a house. You have definitive behaviors that you can track on any database of contacts. And why don't we work together? Share me your lists so that then when that hits, we can work together to co-market to these very same folks. So if you are in the lending space or in the lending ecosystem altogether, these types of alerts that we have here at Stikkum were specifically developed to not only serve you, but serve you on the extended level of being able to operate and be able to grow not just your current database, but then your whole partner ecosystem. You have a differentiating tool, an extreme technological advantage with innovation that Stikkum brings to bring exactly the types of, if you want to call it, triggers in lead generation of behavioral intelligence to your financial advisors, to your insurance folks. You have exactly what they're looking for. They're trying to find some way or another to be very timely and when to offer their services for the life events that are happening. You have a tool that tangibly can now watch the behaviors of particular folks in the marketplace of any sort, any list that you might particularly happen to have, that signals when a person is either shopping for a home or shopping to buy or sell a home. This is way before they're spending currently hundreds of dollars on form fills. Imagine you come to the table and say, work with me. Let's find out what lists you have that we can now work together because I've got a solution that can bring your opportunities right to the table. What do you say? Are you ready for a partner? These are the different solutions that Stick and bring. These specific things are our network driving solutions that bring you the power to grow your network, not just deeper within the real estate community, but then wider into the others that folks out there that happen to be in the financial services type of organizations that also are looking for the same thing that now you can provide so that collectively you all can grow your customers and grow your relationships and get better and get bigger and more successful. So hopefully this has kind of stirred up some thought in your process. Definitely reach out to me. This is Jeff Launders with Stikkum. See us and reach us on the website, stikkum.io, and hope to talk to you personally. Schedule a call with us to talk personally to further collaborate on these services, on your network expansion and your referral partner growth. Thanks so much for joining me today. Looking forward to talking to you live very soon.